So he's not going to be as easy as he looks. All right, Elmer. Let's see what we got going here. So that's my gesture. So what I have is forehead, nose, mouth, chin. So I have a formula that's evolved over years. It's a combination of all the teachers I've studied with. So you got Vilpu, you got Brian Eastman, you've got Fred Fixler, you have Hogarth, Loomis, you have Bridgman, Preston Blair, you have every teacher I've ever taught, Rayburn. You got them all in that one lane. So, okay, here we go. The eyes. Looking forward. Start with the center of the eyeball and work your way out. Learned that from Marlene Robinson. Amazingly great Marlene Robinson. She was tough. Remember, in animation and art, you want the teachers that are kind of tough on you because that means they care about you and you're worth it. Now, if I was doing this for the animation, again, I would break it down into shapes. And here's a triangle shape. For the people out there who think that they can just buy an animation book and now they're an animator, still a little realization. It takes 17 years to become an animator. It takes 7 years to become an assistant. So what does that mean? That means you've got somebody tearing your stuff apart for 17 years. You become an animator, you become an assistant 4 years because you have to be trained on how to do different things. I had directors say to me, you know how to do this? And I went, yeah, sure. And then I turned in the scene, he goes, you really don't know how to do it, do you? Well, I don't know how to do it his way. So I stood there and looked at my shoes while he tore me all over the place. So start thinking about everything. Do you know how to scratch an eye? Yeah, you go like that. Well, that's not how he does it. So you're going to sit there and see your shoes again. So, when people say I'm an animator because they took an animation class, or they worked on one project, or they graduated with a high degree, you're not an animator. And for the people who are teaching it, and they are, that's criminal. This is going to go the same way. That's crime. Don't do it. Okay? Be honest with the student. Again, he's really difficult because you just don't have a lot to grab on here. It's just a few lines, but it's not a few lines here. It's a lot of structure. But remember, you don't have a limit on how many times you can draw the character to get it right. You might get a pose that, it's just tough. You just keep roughing and tie it down, rough and tie it down. You finally get it. And then just remember that as you progress, the in-betweens will get easy. So you might lose some time doing the first key, and the breakdowns are usually difficult. But then you get to the in-betweens. I used to play a game where I would say, how far can I go without using a blue pencil? Straight to black. And that means that when I got done, the drawing was finished. So I would go right to black. That's finished. That's going on the screen. So that was my little game. And if I got tough, then I put a piece of paper on and rough it and go back to black. Okay? Elmer Fudd.